Hello, everyone. Look at my face. I am clean shaven for the first time in forever. And I was fully ready to talk about Brett Kavanaugh and his whole thing that happened and how, sexual assault and everything. I think the biggest thing about that whole hearing, or what do you call it? I don't know. Was that they both said they 100% did what they did. So the woman said she 100%, remembers Brett Kavanaugh and another man sexually assaulting her. And then he said 100% they did not. And this creates, like, it might as well just be two children up there just fighting about stuff. Like, it's not like that. It doesn't create a forum for truth. Like, it's funny that we all think that they would ever tell the truth. Like, everyone's real screwed up about it. Brett Kavanaugh, did he? I don't know. Did she? I don't know. And they both said that they 100% did or didn't do what they wanted that happened, and that's ridiculous. Because you know what? That's politics. Like, if it did happen, that sucks. And I planned on talking about how, when it comes to a crime, generally it's good to report it as fast as possible, especially with sexual assault. However, with sexual assault, there's a very, very heavy emotional factor that goes into it. And I personally have had friends and loved ones that have been sexually assaulted that I've just, it's absolutely just so sad. But what's weird is, instead, I was like looking at Facebook, looking at all this stuff about sexual assault and whatever. But then between all these posts are little kids, right? Like people my age, like 5 years ago, got married. And I was like, cool, they're getting married. Sweet. Actually, it was like around when I was like 23, 24. People my age were getting married and they were doing their thing. And then I was like, man, I was in Portugal. I just started my military career. And I was like, man, maybe I'll meet a wife here on my journey. I didn't, and continued on, with my personal goals, growth, all this stuff. I was like, Travis, the more you're just going to work on it, you're going to go and you're going to do your thing. And then someone's going to come along, because that's what everyone always tells me. It's just like, so, someone's going to come along and, someone's going to marry you, probably. And I'm just like, okay, well, cool. I'll just, try to keep a positive frame of mind and go forward. Now, my birthday is coming up. I'm about to be 31. And it's happening again. I'm going through Facebook and I'm just like, oh my God, look at all these babies. And they're not like the small, weird babies that like look kind of like old men and old things that aren't even human. Like, it's like they're all at the super cute point when they're all turning into little humans, little personalities. And I'm like, oh man. So that's what I had to deal with at work. Thanks, guys, for posting all of your children and making me feel like I'm missing out. Like, and that's what the funny thing is. Like, I've never really identified with most of the male stereotypes, as far as like men trying to avoid commitment or not wanting to have kids or not wanting to do the dishes or cook or any of this. I've literally wanted to do all of that my whole life. From a very young age, I was like, I want to be a dad. Not only that, I want to be the best dad. And I want to be like the best husband. And I want to help out so much. And I want to provide so hardcore. It's going to be the best. We're going to have the best life. That's what we're going to do. And I thought this when I was like 14. Like, before I even knew how to talk to women at all, or engage in any of it. I just knew that I wanted a wife and I wanted kids and I wanted to be the best person for them. And it's like the perfect application of me. If you know me at all, I'm a loving person, and I care probably way too much. And I just want to love you, and I want to make sure you're going down the right path. And that is like perfect for kids and even a wife, being a good husband too, and all that stuff. Like, and in that sense, I would be growing, like my little humans. And so then they wouldn't be able to, like, I mean, of course they could always run away or whatever and be like douches, but that's gonna happen. That's kids. And but I mean, ultimately, I think they would just love me, and then they wouldn't. They would have to. I would always be their dad, is what I'm trying to say. They couldn't just be like "f you." I mean, I guess if I was a huge jerk, but I mean, at least I'd have the opportunity, and that's pretty much it. Just like kind of bummed me out, like every other aspect of my life is going really well, and you know, but I mean, like, if I were to talk to like 16-year-old Travis, he'd be like, "What the hell, man?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Like, I thought I was doing it all. I thought I was doing it correct. I thought I was doing it the right way, but it doesn't. It just seems like I must be doing something wrong." Then 16-year-old Travis would be like, "Well, you gotta go get a wife or something. Like, what's going on here? Are you being nice? Yeah. Are you being aloof sometimes and mysterious? Yeah. Are you being emotional? Yeah. But are you being like still manly? I think so. Who knows anymore? I don't know." And it's like, this how I feel currently is basically how females are portrayed when they're my age, like in movies, like the 30-year-old girl. Oh no, is she ever going to get married? And I'm just like, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm this aging thing that is like, I'm like, oh man, how long will I have my any type of looks? I mean, I think I'll always have some kind of charm, hopefully, if that charm isn't just like, I don't know, beaten out of me or something. I don't know. It's just frustrating. And I guess that's it. The whole sexual assault thing. A lot of people with sexual assault, with all these cases, the big shebang, the big thing the media likes to take, or to really talk about, is the initial, like, oh my God, look at my hair. Oh my God, this happened. People are accusing, and this is like, and I'm not talking about like conventional general rape and sexual assault, because that's not what we're talking about. This is all like high level Hollywood politicians, stuff like that, like the little people that don't get to be on the news and stuff, the people who really are the struggling individuals. Not that everyone has their struggle, whatever, but I mean, like, these people are on TV and whatever. That's not me. That's not the people I've come in contact with. But it's just like, it's just so clearly, it's like they're trying to make me feel something crazy. And like, in that, like with all the Hollywood stuff, and then I know it just ruins people's careers, like all of them, and then no one follows up, like, at all. No one follows up. And I follow up Kevin Spacey because I like Kevin Spacey. I think he's cool. I think he's a really cool dude. I thought, like, he does some great work, and I like him. I think he's a good actor. And I mean, there's been some shitty people out there, poopy people out there that, that people have loved anyway. And the funny thing is, on September 5th, like, his charges were dropped. And I don't think anyone knows that. And I don't know if he'll ever get work again. And that's how it's been, because like all of these accusations are, especially when they're from like way back in the day, man, like it's just like it's not, you can't, oh God, it's so hard to go to trial with. Just in general, just as a person, like, I mean, you should be able to go and do whatever you want, man. Like, if you were sexually assaulted, like, yeah, like that, it's so sad, and it's so true, and it's so heartbreaking. that it happens, but it does. Rape happens a lot, all the time, right now. Someone's being raped. That's not even a funny joke. It's like, that's happening. But those people aren't on TV. No one's tuning in to those people. They're probably not even getting the help they need to be compelled to like what they have, like a regular person, an average American person, is your general amount of money that people make. I think it's like 36,000 is the general number. And the first thing they think is not like, how am I going to get this out there? How am I going to make this a big thing? Like when it's not some Hollywood person or politician that's raping you, it's a normal person that usually you trust. Like usually it's someone that you've trusted. And it's usually it happens, and it's like this storm of confusion and cringy, gross, heartbreaking feelings because this person that you probably have known has just sexually assaulted you. And your first thought isn't like, how am I going to throw this up on the radio? It's not like how I'm going to throw this up on the TV. It's like, I need to go to work tomorrow. And it's not, I should probably Google all of the resources that are next to me or anywhere I could go to try and figure out how to deal with this trauma. It's how I still need to take care of myself. Like I still need to make money. I still need to go on the grind while still trying to figure out, did I just get raped while you're going to your job that you probably don't even really like? Like that's the real sexual assault that's happening. That's not that like this TV Hollywood stuff, and which is, again, I'm not saying that it's any less, but I mean, I feel bad for the general people that aren't going, they're not on TV. They're not going to get the Senate to come over, or the House of Representatives. The president's not going to come to one of my friends' house who's been raped and be like, hey man, you should really, prosecute this person. Because first off, people don't know how to do that. People don't know how to deal with it. People don't have the tools to understand what to do when you've been raped or sexually assaulted or sexually tortured. No one knows. It's not something they teach you. Like after you've been raped, please go to your sexual assault advocate and tell them what happened, and we'll help you. Because lawyers still, you could go and report them. It's just like this really awkward tornado of crap that no one wants to deal with because unfortunately we all have to work for a living. So everyone wants to make a huge deal about this nonsense, and what's really sucks is that I think that regular people are going to suffer because of it, because it's creating this whole culture amongst straight males or males in general that we're like afraid to talk to women now. And so I know, because I know men, that men are going to create a more joking atmosphere with rape. Like literally, it'll probably be a joke that I hear at the bar now. And it actually is a joke I've heard at the bar now. It's like, oh, hopefully I didn't sexually assault you at some point in my life. And I'm like, is this the joke? Is that a joke? Like, is this a joke to you? Is this all just a joke to everyone? Rape's a hilarious joke, right? Like these people coming forward 30 years afterward, they still get to do that because it's still traumatic for them. It's still rough, man. Like it may not go to trial, sure, because the evidence unfortunately dies. Like the farther away you get from the when it happened, that's the evidence lifespan. But they get every right to do it. They do, because trauma is trauma, any type of trauma. It doesn't, like sexual assault, sure. PTSD, yeah, all of it matters. And the only way we can move past it is to let it out there. However, that's not what's happening right now. Like what we're doing is creating this stupid joke sexual assault thing. And it's on both sides of gender spectrums or whatever the hell you want to say. Like men are like, oh, what do you sexual assault? Did I sexually assault you? And then like girls are like, hey, maybe you guys should just like chill out and remember to smile or whatever. It's like this sarcasm battle about something that's very serious. It's not funny. And unfortunately, guys, the large portion of humans are not rapists. Like the cool thing about this, like, is a very small percentage of human beings are rapists. So that's good, right? I think a lot of us, if you got a bunch of people in a room, and you're like, who's raped someone? A lot of them wouldn't raise their hand. But the whole courting thing, the whole sex thing is, and we're so imperfect. And we hurt each other's feelings all the time shamelessly. And it's just like, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just bad news. It's bad news. Like, it's literally bad news. Like, Brett Kavanaugh. Did he do it? I don't think we'll ever know. Like, I don't think we'll ever. And in the justice system, there's supposed to be facts. In order to try someone and convict them, you need facts, right? I mean, that's the one that I know. I'm not a lawyer, but from the movies, that's what I've come to find. So when it comes to like a crime that happened in the 80s, that's tough to track down that stuff. It just is. I mean, Bill Cosby got convicted, so that's cool. Like that's it. That's good, and that's why you come forward, because the possibility of someone having done it being convicted, which is great. And I don't know. I'm so sick and tired of people joking about it, rape and sexual assault, and they're turning all these things into like these terrible jokes. It's like so real, man. Like there's this whole echelon of people that suffer quietly, and we're making a big deal on our social media. Like you want to help someone, man. Go to a support group where they're chilling. Support them by like bringing snacks and saying what's up. And when they say their piece, like give support. Like this is real. It's not a TV show. Like it's not a bunch of people in Hollywood saying stuff that's happened. Like it's real stuff that happened to real people that don't have any avenue to get better. And it blows. It makes me sad. And I do my best to try and help out. But honestly, I probably don't even do enough either. There's so much suffering in this world. And I'm so sick and tired of it being like exploited for shit, man. Like Brett Kavanaugh and this woman, I think they're doing okay. And I hope it's true. And I hope he gets convicted if it's true. Awesome. But I mean, there's like thousands of people right now, man, that are just suffering. And it's not a joke to them. It's not like a ha ha. Like, did I accidentally sexually assault you thing? Or a suck it up thing. It's just a real life thing we do to each other. All right. It's enough depressing, weird transition thing from me talking about sexual assault to me wishing I was a dad, back to sexual assault. So this is Travis Straw, and you just listened to Memory Meat. Stop making jokes. It's not funny. It's just not. Support your local communities. Support groups. See how you can help. Posting on Facebook won't help. This will help. But you got to do what you got to do, and just reach out to people who are actually suffering and need your help. They're probably closer than you could ever think. All right, guys. Have a good morning. Have a good Friday. It's Friday. Hey, I have today off. I get the weekend off too. So I actually get to have, this is my first weekend with actual real life people in like a really long time. So I'm pretty excited about it. I don't even know what is it all about? What do the kids do nowadays? All right. Have a good day at work and everything. Cool. Bye, 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 bye.